Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to DAO Onboarding Sync meeting. And I'm Tho from Cambria. It's my great honor to be your host today. This meeting is for DAO Groups to present the proposals for final feedback and insights gained from all members, including those from other DAOs, ensuring members are well prepared for the upcoming vote. This session also serves as a last opportunity to refine the proposal, promote the project, and invite volunteers, particularly DAO members based near the implementation site. The session includes 4 parts: onboarding sync overview, proposal preview and Q&A, share onboarding phase feedback, and next milestones. Now, please start me to welcome our attendees. We have Ms. Lin Gao from the Cambria core team, with the DAO facilitators of the 4 DAOs including Mr. Thanh Nguyen and me for Crow Together DAO and Connect DAO, Ms. Hoàng Võ and Ms. Huê Võ for Nourish DAO, Ms. Hoàng Võ and Ms. Mai Fan for Reflection DAO, and we also have our tracking assistant, Mr. Anh Đặng. And we have our team member, Miss Linh Phạm, also be here with us today. And besides that, please also join me to welcome our DAO members. During this meeting, if you have any questions or discussion, please share in the chat box. Due to time limit, we will not choose some questions to discuss directly at the end of this meeting. And we will add all questions and answers to the FAQ page on DevDocs. Please check the FAQ page next week for your answers. And so now to kickstart the event, I would like to invite Ms. Lin Gao from the Cambria core team to share with us about the onboarding sync overview.
Okay, thank you, Thơ. Let me share my screen. You see it now?
Yeah.
Hello everyone. In this presentation, I will share an overview of some important information for us to get ready for the execution phase and reflect on the onboarding phase. The goals of the meeting are to align all DAOs before entering the execution phase, work through how proposals and voting work in each DAO, review DAO proposal and Q&A, reflect on onboarding phase, reinforce key tools, documentation, and DAO norm. I will introduce information and insight to help us align on the next step, such as our current state, project submission, voting, and first payment workflows, best practices, learning and improve, and timeline review. First, let's review our journey so far. On the left is the timeline chart showing our current state. We are now at the end of onboarding phase and about to enter the main phase execution. On the right is the checklist for your onboarding. At this time, you have already completed all these action items and are working on the group proposal. Before I go to the workflows of proposal submission, voting, and first payment, here's an overview. Today, October 10, we will have a review of the DAO proposals. At the end of this day, all proposals will be submitted via the Create Proposal feature on XDAO with 14-day voting period. By October 17, DAO facilitators will complete the preliminary qualification. Until October 24, DAO participants will vote on the qualified proposal listed in the voting tracking sheet. Then we will proceed with the first payment by October 31st. Now, our proposal submission, posting, and first payment workflows will be based on XDAO. As mentioned in the kickoff meeting and DevDocs, each DAO has a DAO space on XDAO for members to submit and vote on proposals and manage DAO funds. Before you experience this workflow with XDAO, we would like to address the opportunities and challenges for your understanding. The opportunities here, we will see blockchain-based DAO platforms can empower community with transparency, automation, and trust, which will result in better autonomy for decentralized communities. But we will also experience the challenges that blockchain in general and these DAO platform in particular are at early stage development, so the experience may not be user-friendly due to technical barrier. We encourage you to open to try with us with the exploratory and experimental mindset. Now, let's go to the workflows. You can find more detail in the XDAO Wisdom Guide page on DevDoc. Here I just overview the key steps. The first step is connect to your DAO space. We all are familiar with the concept login in traditional website. In Web3 or blockchain-based site, it's done by connecting your MetaMask wallet. Your confirmations are recorded on-chain, and your wallet address is like your e-signature. Here's an overview of the create proposal voting workflow. DAO members submit proposal on behalf of their DAO groups. Each DAO group may have multiple proposals submitted by each member, but will vote to select one proposal for execution. This stage is for proposal approval only. No funds are transferred yet. All proposals must be submitted on the same day, October 10. Let's have a look at the steps to submit. First, you go to create proposal on XDAO. You fill in proposal description. Define answer options, yes or no. Choose the voting token, meaning the DAO GT token address. Define time limit, meaning the 14 days voting period. Then you confirm in MetaMask. Proposal voting created successfully will look like this. After the DAO groups submit your proposal, in the first 7 days of the 14-day voting period, the proposals are preliminarily qualified by DAO facilitators. Only the qualified proposals are listed in the DAO voting tracking sheet for DAO member to review and vote. Note that you can check DAO specific links of the DAO space, voting tracking sheet, etc. in Onboarding Hub page on DevDoc, and the voting tracking sheet will look like this. Then in the last 7 days of the 14-day voting period, DAO members will review and vote on the proposal listed in the DAO voting tracking sheet. Steps to vote are simple. First, you click on the voting link in the voting sheet. You review detail and click vote. You choose your voting option, yes or no, and confirm in MetaMask. But the important thing here is to keep in mind that each of the member is a reviewer to qualify DAO proposals and share your voice via the vote. Once the proposal is passed, DAO facilitator will initiate a send token voting for the first payment. As shared in DevDoc and onboarding phase, we follow 70-30 payment model. After execution, each DAO group submit a completion report. Send token vote for second payment will be initiated if the report is qualified. Let's have a look at the steps to create send token voting. First, you choose payment token USDT. Then fill in payment amount, recipient wallet, title, and description. Then you confirm in MetaMask, and the 3-day voting period will begin immediately after confirmation. Then DAO facilitator will add the voting to the DAO voting tracking sheet and notify DAO member to review and vote to process the payment. Next, within 3 days after being notified by DAO facilitators, DAO members will review and vote on the send token voting listed in the DAO voting tracking sheet. Similarly, start to review and vote, including click the voting link in the voting sheet, review detail, and click sign to confirm your agreement and confirm in MetaMask. Once the 34 quorum is reached, send token voting can be activated by the DAO manager. Actually, any DAO member can do it. We just specify the role in charge to keep us on track. Note that after the send token voting is activated, payments will be auto-processed from the DAO wallet to the recipient wallet. Here's something beautiful about blockchain transparency. DAO members can view information on transaction of your DAO in tab Info section Transaction History. You can click on the transaction ID to view public transaction detail on Polyscan. You can relate that with the public bank statement in traditional. As this program is a DAO experimentation, we invite you to reflect on each step of our journey. What are the good practices we should keep and what to learn and improve? For the good practices, we would like to highlight, firstly, the importance of core force. DAO should have strong group leader and key members supported by DAO facilitator and checking assistant. Secondly, the group check-in call is a good practice for communication, interaction, and alignment. And thirdly, regarding communication channels, we are using emails for announcement and reminder, Discord for discussion, and LinkedIn for individual check-in. Regarding learning and improving, firstly, we learned that there is an issue of low activeness from about 50% of the participants. Our approach for improvement is scheduling one-on-one check-in call with inactive member, aiming to increase engagement before proceeding with member removal. Secondly, we noticed that there may be technical barrier for some members. To improve, we will observe common issue and add instruction on desktop. Thirdly, and most importantly, the main concern from participants is about low decentralization. We will share some feedback we received in the next slide. Our approach for improvement is to break down project outcomes or activities so that different DAO members can take ownership of specific parts. For example, in a proposal plan with 2 activities, planting trees at an offline site and hosting an online skill training workshop, you can delegate each activity to different members. Let's reflect on the feedback from the participants. Why only one country directly benefits while others provide support? What measurements are being used for selecting the target location? Are there ways for members from all participating countries to have more input or share benefits in collaborative projects? Ensuring that all members understand how decisions are made. Create opportunities for all members so collaboration feels more equitable and inclusive. On behalf of Camera team, I would like to share our appreciation to this feedback. We are listening and invite all participants to think about how we can address this concern. We would like to encourage you to raise your hand to take ownership of a specific activity or outcome in the group proposal. And in the end, your vote matters. If the proposal cannot pass the vote in the first try, I think that's still a good learning opportunity for us. But of course, we refer the DAO groups can come to consensus in the first try. So we encourage the DAO group to address this concern from your DAO members. For question about how project locations are selected, we would like to share our approach and how we have come to that approach for your understanding. When designing the DAO experimentation program, we initially consider the approach of each member submitting an individual proposal, but we found it would be difficult to coordinate and inefficiency in terms of funding and execution. Therefore, we adopted the group-based approach where members are divided into smaller DAO groups. Each DAO group can have multiple proposals by each member, and the group then select one proposal for execution. Once a proposal is selected, all members in that group are encouraged to take ownership of specific part of the plan, from outcomes to activities and funds. To facilitate collaboration, we also invited any member to volunteer as a group leader to help coordinate communication and progress. Some members volunteer to take on this leadership role. This structure has ensured that decision-making remains democratic and transparent while allowing each group to build local initiatives collaboratively and effectively within the DAO framework. So let's review the timeline to integrate the learning and improving actions. In the next week, October 10 to October 17, DAO facilitator will follow up with DAO group to improve your group proposal by breaking down project outcomes and activities so that different DAO members can take ownership of specific parts. DAO facilitator will also arrange one-on-one check-in call, aiming to increase activeness before proceeding with member removal. This slide is just resharing DAO-specific links, including DAO space on XDAO and tracking spreadsheet mentioned in this presentation. Yeah, and that's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening. If you have any question or discussion, please share in the chat box. We will follow up at the end of this meeting. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Miss Lin Cao, for your detailed sharing. Before we move on to the next part, let's take a photo together, all right, to capture this memorable moment. So, everyone, please turn on your cameras and ready, all right? I will count from 1, 2, 3, and then please smile, and then we will take a photo. All right, so some seconds for you to prepare your appearances and anything, all right? Yeah, so so are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so now I will count. Please smile. All right. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay, one more time. One more time. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Smile. Okay, yeah. Thanks a lot for your cooperation. Now, let's get back to our agenda and move on to the proposal preview, followed by the Q&A session. Okay, so now we begin the proposal preview and Q&A session, including members will introduce the initial drafted proposals. DAO facilitators will share their feedback. After that, DAO members are invited to join in open discussion. And finally, we will address some key questions collected from the form. And yeah, so now let's start with Grow Together DAO.
Oh, okay. Sorry, this is from group B. All right, let me find mine. All right. Right. Can you see my screen?
Perfect.
I think so. All right. If you're in Grow Together now, please have some reaction so that I can know you're there. So I would start right away. Hi everyone. I'm Tan again. I am a DAO facilitator for both Grow Together DAO and alongside also Connect DAO with my colleague too. So without further ado, I will start our session. Okay. So today, DAO member will present the initial proposal that you have been working on for the past 2 weeks since the kickoff event. So this is a chance to gather insights and feedback to finalize your proposal before voting. But I also invite members from other DAOs, especially those who live near the project site in Philippines and Kenya, to join as the volunteers and support the implementation if possible. All right, so please pay attention, and if you have any questions, please write it in the chat. Right, so now we start with Group A. Let's start with looking at the Group A current member setup. So currently, Andrew is a volunteer group leader. He's based in Kenya, and who will be presenting Group A's proposal on behalf of other members. So please welcome Mr. Andrew from Group A. You can take the lead and share with everyone in other DAOs your initial proposal. Andrew, can I see your hands? Yes.
Yes, I can share my screen or.
Yes, yeah, you can share the screen.
Okay, just a minute.
Okay.
Oh,
So
hello
I will,
everyone.
yeah. I
I hope
I will just go through a little bit
I hope it's
house
visible.
rules. Yeah. Yeah, you are visible. I think it's loading. Your screen is loading.
Okay. Just give it some time.
Yes, it's okay. So meanwhile, I will just this is like a common practice. For every single presenters, we will have like a built-in app in Zoom for you to count for the time. So you just have to like pay attention to your presentation. Yeah, no worries.
Has it loaded yet?
We haven't seen it. Do you need me to share your presentation? No?
Yeah. Just share. Let me see. Just one more time. Is it visible? Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Hello. Thank you. Hello everyone. My name is Andrew. I'm the lead for Working Group A. So our proposal is working towards growing trees in Kisumu City. Kisumu City is a lakeside city in Kenya, just by the Lake Victoria. So we are planning to plant 500 trees, and our mission was to plant 300 trees at the local Impala Sanctuary. And these 300 trees will be working together with the Kenya Wildlife Service. So and these trees will get supplies from the Kenya Forestry Service. So in our execution phase, we had a meeting yesterday evening where we got to discuss with my fellow members on the next step forward and the proposal. And there were a lot of issues that we discussed in terms of the contingency, how to take care of the trees, and also the particular species in terms of what we are going to plant. Our group is here. It is we are 9 members, and yesterday we had a meeting. Like we had 5 members who attended it. So on top of the 5 DAO members, we have 2 other on-site volunteers who, by the name Cipros and also Tonya. Cipros is the grassroots leadership partnership executor, and also Tonya will be a visual documenter on the site. So from the first, we were discussing about the research and planning, the site identification. You might ask yourself, why don't we have pictures? We discussed yesterday as early in the morning, I got to sit down with the local chief warden who discussed that since the Kisumu Impala Sanctuary is quite big and it has like 2 areas, Section A and Section B. And most of the area is submerged by the water because the rising level of the lake. And they say that I couldn't share any pictures right now because it will be random instead of being specific. And so we agreed to meet on 28th this month to actually go for the site visitation. So let me just discuss the budget. So most of our budget goes to the saplings, which is for $600. And also another part that eats most of the money is the volunteer support. And thirdly, the supplies, especially the tools and also the wire mesh. We had earlier discussed about having a wire mesh that will protect the seedlings from being eaten by the local animals. We have discussed with the local CBOs, since we are looking forward to work with CBOs in Manyata and Obunga. We have got in contact with a number of CBOs, namely Happy Life and also Kisumu Central and Kamakoha. And these CBOs have an active membership, and we discussed about having the specific venues, and they proposed a lot of venues, which I found that they are many, and also I also got suggestions from other CBOs that are outside the scope of Ubunga and Manyata. So they were actually welcoming, and they were open to the fact that we are ready to plant trees, and they were willing to sit us down. And I actually came to an agreement with the CBO leader in Manyata called Willie, who is agreed to have a sit down on Monday. So those will be asking for the pictures of the venues. Give me from now till Thursday next week to be able to provide the pictures to show where the specific venues and locations are. So our measurable outcomes are 500 trees, and also the 3 community planting days will be during the 3 weekends from 8th November, 9th November, and the succeeding weekends. And we also look forward to have 30 volunteers engaged. And throughout this planting days, we'll be having workshops and guiding the tree guardians who will be helping us to take care of these plants. And also throughout this process, we'll be documenting each and every day the photos, receipts, survival tracking, and also report. And not to forget that we have to geotag these media. So story-driven approach will be working with the tree diary. Yeah, thank you. I think that's the end of it.
Yeah, you can just continue. I think it's near the end. So yeah, you can just share a little bit about the story as well. I think just short, yeah.
Bye.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Do you want to share it? The story, the last part of your presentation? Okay, maybe later. We can ask him later.
Yeah.
All right.
Do it later. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you, Andrew, for your sharing. I would just get back to my sharing. So can you see my screen? Okay. So now coming to Group B, I think everyone has been waiting for as well. So first of all, let me go through the group. So Mitch is the current group leader. Oh, sorry. I'm just sharing you guys the script. I'm sorry. Anyway, so currently, Mitch is our group leader based in Philippines, who will be presenting Group B proposal on behalf of other members. So without further ado, I will be the one who share the screen for Mitch, and let's just walk through the presentation. Okay, let me just share your screen. Okay, maybe I can turn on. Can you help me turn on the app? Okay. Yeah, okay. Can you see it? Okay.
Hi, so good afternoon. I do see the timer is already starting. So my name is Michelle. Please just call me Mitch, and I'm the group leader for Group B. And my group mates who were very actively participating are Joyce, Asiya, and Taletsidi. So next slide, please. As you can see, these are our photos. I got these from the Padlets. Next slide, please. So our goal is to plant 500 native sprouts in Mount Balagbag through 2 community action days. And there will be 4 months of monitoring by the local and indigenous people who are composed of the Bantay Gubat Rangers or forest rangers. And in the 4 months of sustained care will be done by the Balagbag Environmental Society Incorporated. They're also who we're sourcing the sprouts from. So the relevance of this is the initiative fulfills Group B's allocation of 500 trees to be planted and contributes to Grow Together DAO collective target of 1,000 trees in tandem with Andrew in Kenya. So in the tone and spirit of solidarity, Andrew and I talked to each other because I know it was a concern that only Y country is going to plant trees. So that's why we agreed to act in tandem to align our efforts so that both groups can actually deliver commitments. And it's like Southeast Asia and Africa. So next slide, please. So why did you choose Mount Balagbag? It's really important for the Metro Manila, that's the capital of the Philippines, and it has a population of about 15 and up million people because it's a watershed. It's really an important and vital part of the where the capital gets its supplies from, which is 98%. And planting in Mount Balagbag will also protect the water supply by conservation and reforestation efforts. So next slide, please. So these are not my photos, but they are Getty images. On the left side of the photo, what you'll see is the community leading up to the planting site. But on the right side, you'll see is the deforested area, which is still in the community. So we really need to plant here. Next slide, please. So these are the two identified sites. 250 sprouts will be planted on the first site, and 250 sprouts will be planted on the second site, which is the right one. So we have spoken very, very intensely with the Bantay Gubat Rangers, and they said that it will fit not only the planting, but also the growing. So next slide, please. This is the actual trek going up to the planting site. And I've personally done the trek. It's 1.5 hours up, and its elevation is 757.4 MASL. So, yeah, but if I can do it, everybody can do it. I'm not in the best shape. Next slide, please. Oh, next slide, please. There. So whenever we share meals, there are no single-use plastics, and that we will remain that way. So anything we eat, we won't use any plastics. Okay, so this slide will show the sprouts on the left side, and the right side is showing the collapsed road that leads to the planting site. So it's a poor community, but so the government doesn't get to make roads there. So next slide, please. So these are the Bantay Gubat Rangers. We did some previous training with them before. Next slide, please. So this is the whole team. Renz Millar is the volunteer and the lead for Bantay Gubat Rangers. We'll be with Attorney Jeffrey Reyes of Balagbag Environmental Society, Sara Amilin. Asia will be the documenter. Next slide, please. Joyce will be the storyteller. Khaled Siddiq will be the supporter. And we also have a 4x4 driver. Next slide, please. So phase 1 is research and planning. Access and permission has already been obtained, and supplier names have been sent. Next slide, please. Proposal and submission, this is where we're at. So next slide, please. I'll just rush through the budgeting. So the seedlings do take up a lot of the cost, but the other costs are for the volunteers, tools, volunteer support, monitoring, documentation. The other, next slide, please. The next chunk of the budget will be for the transportation because it is, as I mentioned, the roads collapse, so we need 4x4. Next slide, please. Main outcomes are 500 native trees planted in Mount Balagbag for 2 days and with 4 months of growth monitoring. Side outcomes are community engagement is fostered with 2,700 to 3,600 direct and indirect beneficiaries, and it's time bound from November 9, 2025 to March 2026. Next slide, please. And, oh, I just threw in this slide, but these are the beneficiaries. Direct, indirect, ecosystem-based, and total. Next slide, please. Oh, I think I'm done. Sorry, I went over time, but I hope it does give an overview of how committed we are to actually going to the place and planting. Thank
Yes,
you.
thank you very much. I really appreciated the images that you put into the slide. Oops, sorry. Okay, let me just get back to my presentation. All right. So, okay, for the next part, right. Thank you, Andrew and Mitch, for your presentation. Now I would like to open up the discussion for everyone. So for everyone, do you have any feedbacks to improve the plan, suggestion, or even if you want to volunteer, that's cool, to help these project out. And secondly, for grow together members yourself, if you want to, share a little bit about your experience working with the group to create the proposal, feel free to raise your hands or share your thoughts in the chat box. All right. So while everyone is thinking about their sharing, I think I can pick one of my favorite buddies from Connect DAO, I guess. Ishan, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, cool. So after you observe two presentations, how do you feel? Do you have any feedbacks or question for them?
I wasn't there for the entire of the first session. I saw only the last part, so I missed a bit of the context, what was going on. And the second one, but I could tell that it was a rather elaborate plan. I'm not that well versed in the field of forestry and agriculture, so I have very little information, but I do feel it's well planned and well maintained. The amount of people that have been properly assigned for given tasks and the engagement that the team has, I think that's very good start over here.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Now I want to ask someone who is actually in the group. But I don't want to ask the presenters. I want to ask Castro. Can you share with us your feelings looking at two projects currently in Grow Together now? What do you feel working with everyone?
Yeah, thank you very much. Here in Zambia, it's actually early in the morning, and Asia probably is quite in the afternoon. It's incredible progress, though I haven't been so active because I've been quite out of town, but due to the presentations that have been given from the two presenters is quite amazing. And what I would like to indicate is that actually as we plant these trees, being native trees or non-native trees that can contribute to carbon sequestration processes, is that definitely we should also, I think probably next phase of expansion of these projects, that we should also look at trees with high value that actually can be resold, that can grow fast, resold, and as they are resold, or after planting they grow fast, they are sold, meaning it can be a venture that actually can self-sustain, like the process becomes self-sustaining rather than depending on external funding. So one of the projects that actually I would like to look forward is, for instance, high value avocado plantation in those deforested areas where we plant massive avocado, which returns to the community, to the communities, as they are also serving as carbon sequestrators. So I look forward to contribute more, and it's quite amazing. But we need to do more whilst making these projects self-sustaining by planting high-value trees. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I hope that both teams will seek to expand and scale up the project even after our program as well, so that it will reach more sustainability ways to implement these planting. All right. So I will continue with our sharing. So thank you so much again, Group A and Group B. We truly appreciate your effort and ideas. So personally, and also with Thu, after several rounds of working with each other, we have some major feedbacks that I think that both teams can work on to strengthen the proposal while ensuring the decentralization. So as you can see on the screen, like we have noted some things that both groups did well. The first thing is that you start early. So this helped both teams like have plenty of time to secure connection with major partners, suppliers, and local volunteers. So you actually solve two biggest challenge for planting trees, which is access to land and labor force. And at the same time, you also solve the problem with the payment challenge using the USDD funding. So very good job. The second thing is you actually stay engaged throughout every single activities that we have with each other in this program, asking critical questions and providing prompt responses, which help cut down time so that more reviews and discussion can be made. So I think that I wish everyone to like continue this momentum, carry on in the execution phase, so that we can elaborate more and improve not just the proposal but the implementation. And on that note, I think that with the aim of increasing the decentralization, besides having an online planting project, we also have initiative like online skill sharing workshop, right? To increase the volume of engagement that everyone else, not from that physical location, can also join and contribute. So we noticed that the online skill sharing workshop is not very elaborate as the planting project, as you have spent time, but it's also a good time for you to like spend more time to expand the idea and focus on that part. So here's our 5 suggestions. For the first the DAO member involvement, you can clarify who is leading each initiative. It will be better for each of you to focus on one initiative, so that we can have everyone having different like key initiative to focus on at one time. And this also encourage decentralized leadership for everyone. The second thing is for the online skill sharing session. You can like elaborate more in concrete details like objective topics, expected participant, format, or even like how member will register to those events. So it's about event planning. The third one is regarding the budget. I think that we can looking into the part of the budget that we are saving for contingency. We can use it more for the online. Not let it sit there. The fourth thing is like the fund management. We recommend that we can assign 2 different co-treasurer, just like how we have different leaders for each initiative. This will improve transparency and share responsibility in terms of finance between the locals and remote member for different initiatives. And last but not least, the measurable outcome. We see that you have a lot to report and take care of the plans, and we would love to have the same recap for the online workshop. So overall, these adjustments will help strengthen your proposal alignment with the DEP decentralization goals and ensure that we have the DAO that expands not in certain location but across the globe. Right. So once again, we would like to thank all team for your great efforts. So please take some time to review and improve the proposal. Now let's move on to the timeline. Right. So next steps, I think that everyone knows that today is the day that we're gonna submit the proposal. For the details, you can look up the ways to submit it on our DEP doc. But furthermore, after you submit, you still have a chance to go back and revise the proposal using write directly on your document. So basically, you can updating your current proposal up until October 16th. And then after that, we will help you to go through the proposal again before open votes for everyone. And after everyone has votes, we will proceed to the first payment of 70%. And then you can start execute the proposal using the funding. But at any time, you can actually start the project before for some area that do not need the funding. And around November 28th, we will have a similar event like this where we sit together and discuss the progress that we have made during the execution phase. It's called execution sync meeting. And after that, during November 24 to December 5, we will prepare the proposal summary reports to get ourselves ready to recap and for the showcase later on. And we will also be ready to proceed with the second payment of 30%. So further details of phase 5 and 6 will be shared later in the execution meeting when we get there. For now, just focusing on the proposal. Right. And now we would like to share with you answers that you have put into the feedback form. Two important questions that we will answer right now. The rest of the question will we answer in the frequently asked question page on our DEP doc. So how does group member participation versus partner members' location count? So DAO members are primarily responsible for the project overall implementation and coordination with local volunteers. So partners are accountable just for specific action agreed upon with the DAO member rather than like the entire project. And I think that you can look up more of the KT recognitions on our DEP doc as well. The second question is how proposal will be prioritized and selected. So if by prioritize, we mean qualification or voting, we actually use a proposal qualification checklist, which was communicated at the start of the program. So you can review it while you revise your proposal. So if you by selected, you mean final decision. It's actually like determined by every DAO member through the voting on XDAO. So since the time is limited, all the questions will be shared later. Right. So to wrap up, here's the next step. So if your group needs to adjust the proposal, please make the changes by the end of October 16. And also take time to review other proposals within your DAO because you will be voting on other proposals as well. So once the voting concludes, you should stay in touch with DAO facilitator on Discord during the execution phase for follow-up and coordination. Yeah, so that's it. Thank you so much for listening. I'm really looking forward to seeing your amazing final proposal and working with you in the execution phase. Thank you. Right.
Yeah, all right. So thanks a lot, Tan, and also the DAO members, Mitch and Andrew, for sharing such an amazing proposal. Okay, yeah, so now we'll move to the next turn is for the Connect DAO. All right, so hello again, everyone. I will share with you about the Connect DAO for onboarding sync meeting. Please give me some minutes. I will share my screen. Okay. Yeah, so can you guys see my screen now? Maybe it's loading, right? Yeah, is it okay for you now? Can you see it now? Yes. All right, thank you. Yeah, so now I will share with you about this one. And once again, hello. And I am the DAO facilitator for both Connect DAO and Grow Together DAO alongside my colleague, Tan. And without further ado, let's go through some of the key highlights of Connect DAO together. Okay, so now, today, DAO members will present your final proposal, and this is a chance for you to gather insights and feedback to finalize your proposal before voting. We also invite other members, especially those near the project site, to join as volunteers and support the implementation. And thank you so much for your time and your contribution. Yeah, so now we start with the member overview. Up to this point, based on the activity tracking, we have observed that around 47% of members show moderate to high engagement, about 40% have lower engagement, and roughly 13% are inactive. For members who are less or not active, we will conduct one-on-one interactions to listen to their insights and understand their situations. After that, we will also consult with other DAO members to make a decision regarding the member removal process. Yeah, and we truly appreciate all the members who have been accompanying and supporting Connect DAO throughout this journey. So currently, here's the list of members with middle to high engagement. Yeah, so now, based on the member engagement report and feedback about improving decentralization, we have adjusted the proposal submission approach for Connect DAO. First, unlike other DAOs like Grow Together DAO, which had only 2 group proposals, a proposal that attacked with a group, Connect DAO allows multiple proposals. Each proposal just needs to contribute toward the DAO's overall goal. Members can also support more than one proposal, especially since most of our activities are online. For offline actions, members can organize individually or in small local teams. Second, we're introducing a goal-based funding approach. You don't have to complete the full DAO goal in this phase. Funding will match the number of goals achieved. For example, we have a total of 3,000 USDT allocated for 300 sessions, which is around 10 USDT per session. This gives everyone more flexibility to participate and coordinate in a decentralized way. Yeah. So now, please welcome Mr. Okiki to present your initial proposal as one of the proposals in Connect DAO. Okay, so now I will stop sharing the screen. So Mr. Okiki, you can start share your screen. Okay.
Good morning and hello everyone.
Hello.
How you all doing? Yeah. So just give me a little time. Let me start sharing my screen.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. So I believe you all can see my screen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you very much. So about my proposal on Connect DAO. So we all know what Connect DAO is about. It's about fostering intergenerational relationship between the senior bodies and the bodies as the juniors. So we're trying to bridge that gap, bridge the communication gap, so these individuals can relate on an even ground. So this is my proposal. Okay, so the title of my proposal is digital connection and memory games for seniors under the Connect DAO. Yeah, so what it's about is we're going to try to bring up digital connection and memory games. You know, sometimes when you're relating with the seniors, sometimes the conversation tends to go from interesting to boring because you can't actually relate properly. So maybe bringing in digital connection and memory games per se can make these conversations more interesting. So the location, I plan to do this in the Senior Staff Club at the University of Nigeria in Soka. So this is a picture of the club. So this is another picture of it. I was unable to get an internal, an interior picture of the place. So the proposal presentation, my goal is to host interactive digital literacy and memory game and conversation sessions for seniors from the ages of 40 plus up. If at the Senior Staff Club, we should also use the TECD platform. So I plan to do this in 2 phases. The first phase is going to be a physical meetup where we'll have a physical meetup and they'll be onboarded. And, you know, if you have a physical meeting with someone, you tend to understand the person faster and better compared to having it online. So the first meetup should be physical so that we can be onboarded into the platform. Then subsequent meetups can then be online, digital. So the relevance is this proposal aligns with the Connect DAO's goal of promoting intergenerational connection, engagement through tech-assisted sessions, enhancing seniors' digital inclusion and participation. So, based on the Connect DAO goal, where this proposal is going to be able to promote this intergenerational connection through tech-assisted sessions where there'll be different topics when they can in which they can talk about. So the tone and spirits. Like I said, we're trying to make it, trying to have these conversations on an even ground. So it's going to be empathetic, inclusion, and educational. So each session should be educational. Like people, both the seniors and juniors, should be able to learn something from each session with them. So the member involvement is still a work in progress. Just stay tuned for that. Okay. So the feasible and responsible plan. These are the different phases. So phase one is to make sure we set up this TCD app accounts, then prepare session materials and draft proposals for DAO review. Then the phase two, I'm going to submit and refine proposal, then complete facilitator review, and I'm waiting funding approval. Then the stage three, conduct TCD sessions with seniors, document results, hold reflection meetings, and submit final report. So this is the I think this is the most interesting phase, because at this point we'll actually see how well these seniors can be onboarded into the app. So the requested budget is also a work in progress, because having the online meetup is not going to really cost anything, because it's just online. Well, having a physical, that's where it might cost a little, because maybe you might plan to have tea breaks or something. Yeah, and I think that's where funding might be required. Then the measurable outcomes. The main outcome is to get for a start, we can have about more than 23 senior participants engaged. Then the side outcomes, I can get 3 local volunteers to assist in the planning these TCD projects. Then the time bound outcome, that is completion by November 30th. Then I should have been able to make very good progress. So that is the end of my proposal. These are the pictures of my environment. So this is the picture of my school's main gate, my university. This picture of the main gate. Then these pictures are the pictures of the staff club. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, thanks a lot for your efforts. Yeah, and it's such a wonderful presentation. All right. So now, thank you so much, Mr. Okiki. And now we're back to this one. Okay, so please wait a little bit. I will share my screen again for you all. Yeah, so right here. Okay, yeah, I hope that you all can see my screen now. Okay, yeah, so now, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so once again, thanks a lot for such an amazing presentation. Yeah, and now to all of our Connect DAO team members, we also would love to hear your thoughts during this period. Yeah, and also everyone, other members from other DAOs. Okay, so first of all, for everyone, do you have any feedback to help this proposal to be improved? Yeah, please feel free to share with us in the chat box. And due to time limit, now I would love to invite one member. Okay, so Miss Mitch, after listening to the proposal from Mr. Okiki, do you have any suggestions or any feedback for him?
Hi, first of all, great presentation. The initiative that you're doing remotely, because the seniors in my country, they're not very, we call them techie or technologically savvy. So how do you plan to bridge that gap with them? Is there, it might help to have somebody in the senior center who is very adept or very knowledgeable with technology, just so to help them get online with you, and then no more headaches for the senior citizens.
Okay, yeah. I also noted that one with the team. Yeah, and I also hope that Mr. Okiki, you can note that one, right? To make sure that in the proposal, in your plans, you can make sure to enhance that part to make sure that the seniors, even they have the good connection with the technology or not, they absolutely can join the mission. and also the sessions, right? Okay, yeah. So thank you so much for the sharing and also your question, Miss Meech. And yeah, so one more team member. I would love to invite okay. Yeah, I would love to invite Mr. Ishan. Yeah, also one of the members of the Connect DAO. So, do you have anything to share with your team or your members? Yeah, in the Connect DAO.
Yeah, I personally really like the idea of teaching elderly about digital literacy. Even when I'm discussing them, the elderly are very confused about how to handle technologies, things that are relatively basic to us, but still very confusing to them. And they are actually very grateful and very curious about learning different things. I think it's also an issue of patience on both the sides. So sometimes the elders may also get annoyed when things don't work quickly or when they are not directly obvious. So that would be something like Miss Mitch actually mentioned before, having somebody that is tech savvy in that industry or adept at the technology would be one thing. But there may be a need to have more than one people, because it's possible that one device may have some different settings. And if there are a lot of people involved over there in at the local setting, it's possible that a single person, even though being adept, may get overwhelmed at any given point in time. So that would be just one small suggestion or like one small improvement that we could make in that. Otherwise, I like the idea.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the sharing. I think that with all of the suggestions or any concerns that we can raise to make sure this proposal can move forward, right? It's much better. Yeah, and thanks a lot. We note down and we also will share again in the proposal with Mr. Okiki to make sure that he can work much better with the team members to create the proposal in the final stage. All right, yeah. So, yeah, and once again, if any other of you have any different suggestions, please feel free to type your sharing in the chat box. All right, thank you so much. Okay, yeah. So now, once again, we would love to say thank you to all of the members from the Connect DAO. We truly appreciate your efforts and your ideas. And after several rounds of working with each other, here's some major feedback to strengthen the proposals and maximize like the impact. Yeah, so we would love to share with you all here. First of all, is what this proposal did well. So, firstly, it clearly aligns with Connect DAO's mission of building intergenerational connections. Activities like digital literacy and memory games perfectly support that goal. And second, the proposal feels warm and human centered, right? It values seniors' joy, learning, and participation. Third, the three-phase plan shows good organization and accountability, especially with reflection and reporting included. And lastly, the measurable outcomes. We can see you note down for like 23 seniors with 3 volunteers, completion by November 30th. And yeah, make the plan concrete and easy to keep track. And yeah, and let's see how you can improve your proposal. Just one of our suggestions for you to consider. All right, so right here, a few areas right here on the screen. So first, the DAO member roles section is blank, right? So it would help to specify like who's in charge of coordination, training, logistics, and reporting to ensure clarity and share responsibility. Second, the budget needs more details, listing specific cost and explaining how the funds will be managed through MetaMask or local currency. Third, collaboration could be expanded by naming potential partners. I suggest you can name with local NGOs or university clubs to support outreach and sustainability. And finally, it would be good to add short notes on possible risks like low digital skills or attendance and how the team will address them. Mentioning data privacy for photos or recordings would also build trust. Yeah, so here are some areas that we can share with you and you can consider on that. Okay, so now move on to the next one. Besides, we say sincere thanks to all members. We see that with all of your efforts and contributions, it clearly reflected in your proposal. Thanks a lot for that. And yeah, so please take some time to review and improve your proposal based on the feedback and also from the suggestions from other DAO members, all right? And through discussion with your team members, so you can finalize and submit your final proposal. Okay, so now we will move on to share with you the timeline. Yeah, so let's take a look at the timeline for phase number 4, proposal submission and execution, running from October 10th to December 19th. The proposal submission deadline is on October 11th. Yeah, and from October 13th to 24th, we will have a 2-week review and voting period. In week 1, facilitators and tracking assistants will review proposals, and teams can edit and resubmit by end of the day of October 16th. And in week number 2, DAO participants will vote on the listed proposals. Okay, and during the same period, the DAO help desk will be active for any support needed. Next, from October 27th to 31st, approved proposals will receive the first payment with 70%. And now, from November 3rd to 21st, teams will execute the approved proposals. Okay, and also running from October 10th to December 19th, around November 28th, we will have the DEP execution sync meeting. The exact date will be confirmed later, but currently you can follow this timeline. And from November 24th to December 5th, teams will prepare their proposal summary reports. And between December 8th and 19th, the second payment will be released. And for further details, you can see that in the execution sync meeting in November, we will share that later. And after that, we will move into phase number 5 for reflection from December 8th to January 16th, and phase number 6 for showcase and next steps. Yeah, okay, that's it for phase 5 and phase 6. Okay, so now we would like to share with you some answers for some key questions. Right here, I note a key question that we have from the feedback form. Yeah, you can follow that one on my screen. So the question here is that, will there be ongoing mentoring or structured support available for DAO members after the onboarding phase? Yes, DAO facilitators will continue to provide online consultation and guidance whenever needed. Local delivery partners may also assist based on their availability and location. Additionally, there will be an execution sync meeting on November 28th to provide further support and enable cross-sharing of lessons learned across all DAOs. Yeah, okay, so due to time limitations, the other questions, we will share with you all the answers later. Okay, yeah, so just it. And right here, I move to this one, next steps to wrap up. Yeah, so if your group needs to adjust the proposal, please make the changes by the end of the day on October 16th. And you can take time to review other proposals within your DAO to prepare for voting between October 17th and 24th. And once voting concludes, stay in touch with your DAO facilitators on Discord channel during the execution phase for follow-up and coordination. Yeah, and thanks a lot for listening. We're really looking forward to seeing your amazing final proposal. If you need any clarification or support, please feel free to contact us on Discord channel. Thanks a lot. Okay, yeah, so I will stop my sharing now. And yeah, so now we move on with the third sharing is from the next DAO.
Hello everyone. All right, so very, very happy to be here with all of you again. I'm Hoang, DAO facilitator from Nourish DAO, alongside with my colleague, Quay. And is there anybody from our DAO members, Nourish DAO? Please give a sticker or give a hands up so that we know that you are here and you are so ready to listen to two very amazing proposals today. All right. So today, DAO members will present your initial proposal. And this is the last change for you to gather feedback and insight to finalize your proposal before voting. So we invite all members, not only from Nourish DAO, but we also want to hear from other DAOs members. When you are willing to give any feedback or if you have any question, you may raise your voice and you will help us to improve the proposal and improve the plan. All right, so let's take a look at our group. So for Nourish DAO, we have 2 working groups. Each group has 9 members, and this is group 1, and this is group 2. And now, I don't want to take any longer. Please welcome Mr. Yaminu from Group 1 to present the proposal. And may I ask Hui, please help to share the screen.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. Please go ahead.
Okay. Once again, I thank you for the opportunity. On behalf of Nourish DAO, I would like to present our proposal. The title is Nutritious DAO Meals for Vulnerable Families in Freetown Communities, prepared by Heart of Home Foundation. We are committed to empowering vulnerable families through education, healthcare, and social support in Sierra Leone. We are 9 members in a group. Please, next slide. So our team lead is Jibril Sise, together with Matia Karini, Edith Amondi, myself, Alhassan Yaminu, Rakotobi Harina, Luta Sanga, Rotimi Oken, and Simon Ernest. Next slide, please. Next slide. So please, can you go back to the other slides? Yes. So the proposal seeks to achieve certain outcome to successfully prepare and distribute 500 meals of nutritious to vulnerable people, including the elderly, children, and the street people. Side outcome, 500 beneficiaries will be reached during this activity, including children and street people. We are time bound. We must be able to complete within or before 26 October 2025. Next slide, please. So during phase 1, we're going to identify, please, the other slide. We're going to identify families who are at homes. Some are also at elderly centers as beneficiaries. And then we're going to recruit volunteers who prepare the food. And then we'll create awareness with posters and social media postings. The phase 2 of this project is also to submit our idea to the ex-DAO and the qualification and voting and approval for our $700, which is 70% of the fund to be released. The phase 3 is to purchase ingredients, packaging, supply, which will take the form of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 days to cook the food and distribute to 400 meals. On the 5th day, we will cook and distribute 100 meals to the beneficiaries and then get the documentations with photos, receipts, beneficiary feedback, and then recorded recordings and weekly read-through of the DAO members. Next phase, please. So the budget for the means for 500 beneficiaries is $17, $917.59, which is costing $2 per meal. Packaging 500 units at 0.50 per package, totaling $110. Volunteer support, meals and transportation, $110. Documentation, which involve photos, flyers, banners, reports, feedback, amount to hit $80. And then bottled water, 500 pieces, which amount to $100. Assorted drinks, 500 pieces, amounting to $120. And then we plan for contingency for buffer, which is $60, totaling $149 and $1,497.59. Next slide, please. Can I be helped? Okay. The main outcome for this project is to successfully prepare and distribute 500 meals to vulnerable people, including the elderly and children on the streets of Sierra Leone and the surrounding communities. Side outcomes. We hope 500 beneficiaries will be reached during this process. And then we are time bound. We must be able to complete it within or before 26 November 2025. Next slides. We are collaborating with civil society organizations and NGOs, community-based CBOs, media partners are also included. And then we also involving local government authorities and district council and community leaders and chiefs. And then we are also involving youth leaders in the various communities that we are going to reach beneficiaries for this noble project. Next slide. Nourish DAO, together we are supporting 500 vulnerable streets in partnership with Cambria DAO and other affiliate organizations that are locally based here in Sierra Leone. And we believe this initiative will aim at eradicating poverty, hunger. As you know, the World Bank and World Food Program have indicated about 300 million people in Africa face starvation. And this project will immensely contribute in our quota in reducing hunger and poverty by way of providing sumptuous meals to the vulnerable communities in Sierra Leone, especially Freetown and neighboring communities that we are targeting during this project. I thank you for your attention and cooperation. These are the areas that we are going to target. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Yaminu, for collaborating on creating this proposal, and hopefully that we can reach out to the vulnerable communities and provide them with very delicious meals. All right, so for Nourish DAO, we still have another proposal from Group 2, and may I invite Mr. Jero Sanoy to present the proposal from Group 2. Hi, Sanoy.
Hello, I will just give me a second to present. Am I audible? Hello,
Yes, you
can you hear
are.
me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And just show my presentation for a while.
Okay, so before you start, please be mindful with the time. You will have 5 minutes to present.
Oh,
Thank you so
okay,
much.
perfect. Okay, once again, hello everyone. I'm Gerald Sanoy. And so the title of our project is Nourishing Body and Mind for 1,000 meals to geographically isolated and environmentally sensitive communities in Siargao Island, Philippines. As you can see, this is the map of the Siargao Island. So this is the locations where we are doing our projects. And if you see, there are 7 communities. This is the isolated area, which is really hardly to see in the map if you see in the Google map. Sitio Liaunan, Sitio Sugba, Sitio Ilihan, Sitio Bagakay, Sitio Kadyukam, Sitio Mahayahay, and also a resettlement area, which is environmentally sensitive area as well. And then, yeah, so this is some pictures that I would like to show to you. So as you can see, this first photo, this is the resettlement area, the first resettlement area in the in Siargao Islands. It means these are the people who are landless and homeless. And this is the geographically isolated or remote island in Siargao Island, which is we need to take 40 to 1 hour vote to be here. And then also in farmland and mountain area, the third picture, and this is the school as well. If you see this banana trees, this is the school where are inside the resettlement area as well. So our goal is to provide 1,000 nutritious meals for children aged 4 to 16 years old who are at risk of malnutrition, have limited access to nutritious food, and are living in geographically isolated and environmentally sensitive areas in Siargao Island. So apart from fulfilling the target of the Groove and Nourish DAO's collective goal of apportioning a total of 1,000 meals, this project also contributes to supporting the global sustainable goal for ending hunger, achieving food security, and improving nutrition. By providing meals, especially to children living in vulnerability, we hope to promote compassion, dignity, and collective responsibility. We hope to instill, especially among children, that food and nutrition are basic rights, which is we're so very grateful for this opportunity that Cambria DAO is doing. So this is our DAO member involvement, but this is also not final due to inactive of some members. So for feasibility and responsible plan, for phase 1, we done already the research and planning to identify. And then we have also set the 2 to 3 healthy, nutritious meals. And we inform already the community leaders and mothers prepare awareness poster. It's because the one who will helping us to prepare this feeding program, this food is also the community leaders and mothers. You want to empower on their participation. For phase 2 proposal submission, this is what we're doing already. And then we hope to submit after refining the proposal we hope to submit today. And then for phase 3, as you can see, there is October 26 up to November 30. We have this purchase of ingredients. We have meal service day 1, day 2 until day 3, and then documentation. And for phase 2, phase 4 is for submit proposal for summary. So for our budget, for our budget, we have we are expected to have a 1,000 meals, which is only $100. And then if you ask why only $100 per meal, it's because we have the farm to table program, which is all of the resources comes from the community. We buy the meals, the vegetables in the community. That's why it's not so costly. And logistics, 3-day service meal is 150. It because we need to go to we need to take a boat to go to those isolated island to give to serve those food. We don't, if you wonder, there's no already packaging because we want to limit the waste. So we don't want to buy packaging for the food. So what we are doing for the community participation, the community bring their own plate during in the location area. So that we avoid the another ways if we buy another packages. For volunteer support, we have this $200 and then documentation, printing, contingency, a total of 1,500 USD. Our Mr. Sorry, I'm so sorry for my slides, but I'm so sorry for my slide. My laptop is Got it, but okay. And then yeah, I'm on my end already, so I make it faster. I'm really sorry. Okay. For measurable outcomes, we have how 1,000 meals cooked or distributed, 3 meal service days completed, at least 300 beneficiaries will be reached, and completion on November 30. And before I end, I want you to see this short video. It's only 1 minute. But our local delivery partner is Espo School of Life.
Here in Espa, this will make sure that we eat nutritious food. Our Nana is preparing nutritious food every day, just like our morning snack for today. Oh,
Hi, Sanoi. We can only hear the sound, but we cannot see the screen.
Our
Oh,
lunch time starts at 11:10 a.m. We sit together with our classmates.
sorry.
After eating, we clean up and make sure that our
It's okay. Maybe you
You're not
can
seeing.
share the screen again. Yes, the screen is black. Okay, okay,
Okay.
we see it
I'm
now.
sorry for that. You see it now?
Yes, it's visible now. Okay, you can start the video again.
Do you hear that?
How about that one?
Here in Espa, this will make sure that we eat nutritious food. Our Nana is preparing nutritious food every day.
It's black again. Maybe you can
Sorry. I will proceed now to that. Yeah.
maybe you can send out the link in
Sorry.
the box chat. Yeah, so it's easier for everyone
Yeah.
to watch
Thank you
it.
so much. Apologize for that.
Yeah, thank you so much for a very nice presentation, and I can hear very cute voice in
So I
the
will be ending. I will
video.
be, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Our lunch time.
Sorry, I can't. Okay, I'm accepting now. Sorry. I
Okay.
cannot. I will stop my stream. I'm sorry.
Yeah, thank
Okay,
you so much. Thank you so much,
I cannot
Sanoy.
stop my
And
stream.
I noticed that both you and Michelle from Grow Together DAO are from the Philippines. So maybe you guys can contact and maybe go to the other project site if it's, I mean, close to each other. And yeah, sending my best wishes for the situation right now in the Philippines about the natural disaster. I hope everyone stays safe. All right, so let's come back to our nourished DAO. So, so now we coming to an open discussion. So we have 2 questions, and we hope that not only Nourish DAO members but other DAOs, please, if you have any feedbacks to improve the plan, and maybe you can share with us about your experiences working decentralized to create a proposal. Is there any interesting thing, or is there any challenge that you are facing and you hope to improve? Yeah, okay. I saw Miss Michelle raising your hand, so please go ahead.
Hi. So one of the challenges that we experienced is the communication because we are in different countries. So sometimes we communicated in Discord and then in LinkedIn and then sometimes via email. So that's just one of the challenges, but we found a way around it. So it's doable.
All
That's
right. Yeah, we understand that communication is also a challenge because everyone coming from very different background, very different location and time zone. Even for us, when we need to organize a meeting, we need to consider like which time is the best for everybody. But I can see that everyone is very, very dedicated, and you find your ways to communicate, even though like sometimes you reply a little bit late, not like in time or immediately. But I hope that everyone will make it. Yeah, so we have can I hear more about Nourish DAO member? Mr. Sishay, are you here? How was the experiences working decentralized and yeah, with lots of people from all over the world?
Yeah, good morning, everyone. From my end, it's morning. I hope you can hear me.
Yes,
Yeah,
we can hear you. Yes.
I think it is a new experience that I've gained so far, especially working with different people from different countries, different background, communication-wise, you know. I think what the DAO, the Cambrian DAO is doing is to ensure that we all collaborate, ensuring that we come together and communicate successfully. But in terms of this particular aspect, the communication wise is not that much active. I think it's because of the time factors. Because for instance, when you send a message, for me now it's 8:30 a.m. Whereas I believe for you guys out there is something like 5, 6, 7 p.m. So I think the time difference is very challenging, and people are not 100% cooperating towards the project activity so far. I think it is a huge experience that I've gained so far in terms of communication.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. I totally agree that it is a very, very new experiences, not only for you guys, but also for Canberra team. This is our first cohort. So we also really, really hope to have more feedback, more insight from all members so that we can improve in the next phase and in the next cohort as well. Thank you so much for raising your voice and for sharing with us. So I want to briefly talk a little bit about our feedback on the two proposals. We have already gave you guys detailed feedback, but now I want to emphasize the important point. First of all, we are very, very proud that two proposals have strong alignment with Nourish DAO mission, and the project directly tackle food insecurity among vulnerable children and communities in remote areas. And you also have a very clear operational plan with detailed timeline and deliverables. And we are also very happy that we are the only DAO that I mean expand the mission. We only expect for 1,000 meals, but here we can see that we are coming to 1,500 meals, which makes us so proud and so happy for the dedication and the hard work that Nourish DAO member has done. All right, so for community involvement, I can see that it is very strong involvement through our local leaders, through the mothers, and the youth volunteers as well. However, there are still some suggested improvement that you may consider. First of all, clarify DAO member participation. Yeah, so clearly define the roles of member listed with their responsibilities. Yeah, we can see that in the table, there's still missing the responsibilities of some members. And we also recommend that you can go beyond just cooking meals. So in addition to meal preparation, the teams can also create educational communication materials. For example, you can introduce similar feeding program, creating a poster or leaflet, etc., so that other team members who are not in the project site can also involve in the research and in the delivering the communication materials that may support the social media and to raise awareness to more and more people. And also, we hope that you're going to have a risk management plan because as we can see now in the Philippines, the natural disaster is happening. So we should include a backup plan for possible delays, weather issues, supply shortage, and given like especially for island geography in the Philippines. Yeah, so that's our suggested improvement. And now we are coming to the timeline. So let's take a look at the timeline for phase 4, proposal submission and execution, running from October 10 to December 26. So the proposal submission is today by 11:59 p.m. GMT +7. So make sure that you submit your proposal on XDAO. And after this meeting, we will send more detailed guidelines for you guys how to submit your proposal on XDAO. So from October 13 to 24, we will have 2 weeks for review and voting period. So in the first week, facilitators and tracking assistant will review your proposal. So your team will have time to edit it. You will need to edit it directly on the Google document that you insert the link in the proposal. You cannot edit anything on XDAO. However, we are open for edition on the document on Google Doc. So in week 2, DAO participant will vote for the listed proposal. And during the same period, the DAO help desk will be active for any support needed. And from October 27 to 31st, approved proposal will receive the first payment of 70%. And from November 3rd to November 21st, the team will execute the approved proposal. All right, and then running from around December 8 to December 19, we will have the DEP execution scene meeting. The exact day will be confirmed later. And at the same time, teams will prepare your proposal summary report. So please remember that the reports are very important. So you need to involve your team member to work on the report because we will base on this report to do the second payment. The 30% will be released. All right, so the next phase gonna be phase 5 and 6, reflection, showcase, and next step. Okay, I think that we are taking quite a lot of time. So I wanna like quickly answer the question that we have received from the form. First of all, is it possible to include local partners? We absolutely welcome the inclusion of local partners to help ensure more vulnerable people can access to nutritious meal. So for example, during execution phase, if any DAO's member can connect with external or local partners for support, like youth volunteer or any local partner, please make sure that you inform us so that these partners can be properly recognized and connected within our community network. All right, so the second question, I heard that is it also the concern of not only Nourish DAO members, but other DAO members, that the reason low turnout and limited participation from some members, which may affect the voting and the overall decision-making process. Okay, so from Cambria team, we acknowledge the recent low turnout and limited participation for some members. And for the next step, we will address this with our first approach is the 1-1 check-in with inactive members, aiming to increase their activeness. So we will do the 1-1 check-in next week. And after that, members who remain inactive or fail to fulfill their roles with their valid reasons may be subject to review and removal following the member termination policy. Yes, we already announced the policy to own DAO members. So at the same time, we strongly encourage DAO groups to track down your project outcomes or activities so that different DAO members can take ownership of specific parts. So by that, everyone can see clearly how they can contribute and proactively participate. For example, for Nourish DAO, we encourage that in addition to meal preparation, you can create some communication materials like poster or shop talk, something like that, so that the outcome will be delivered and will be responsible by more team members. All right, I hope that everyone is well prepared for the upcoming phase of our program. And please take a look at the checklist to make sure that you will not miss any important date. And good luck with the proposal submission. And if you have any questions or clarification, don't feel free to contact us on Discord. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah, thanks a lot with the sharing and such like amazing proposals also, right? Yeah, so right now we move to the last DAO with the sharing from yeah, my Fei. Yeah, okay.
Okay, hi everyone. Can you see my screen? Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Mai, and I'm a reflection DAO facilitator alongside with my colleague Hoàng Võ. Without further ado, let's go through some of the key highlights of the reflection DAO together. Similar to other DAO presentation, today, Reflection DAO member will also present the initial proposal that you have been working on for the past 2 weeks since the kickoff event. And we also invite members, especially those near the project site, to join as volunteer and support the implementation. Yeah. Okay, so firstly, let's take a look at the reflection DAO member with names, locations, and the roles in the proposal here. Yeah, and today we are very honored to invite welcome Mr. Anphon and Ward to present our group initial proposal from Reflection DAO. Hi, Anphon. Are you here? Mm, yeah.
Hi, we cannot hear you clearly. Can you try with your microphone again?
Hello everyone, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. Good day everybody. Thank you for the opportunity to present our first draft proposal. So let me just quickly set up.
Yeah, we can
Okay, can you
see
see my
your
screen?
screen. Yeah, we can see.
Okay. So I'll be presenting for the reflection DAO. So this is a proposal. Okay, so I'll be presenting on behalf of our group leader. He's not around for some reason, so I'm filling in for him. So the main aim of Reflection DAO is to capture stories and to gather insights from the whole project so that other people and everybody can get wisdom and learn from the whole activities we're going to be doing. So the main goal that we have in our group is to collect and document 50 meaningful reflections from across all DAOs. So we're going to collaborate with the other storytellers to gather insights and information. So the relevance of this activity is to build a knowledge base for future DAO practitioners by making the invisible learning journey visible, so that we can strengthen the core DAO connections through authentic storytelling and contribute to the collective goal of gathering insights. So the tone and spirit of this activity is to promote compassion, dignity, and collective learning by ensuring that every voice matters and every experience matters and is documented. So this is our group and our responsibilities. And this is the phase that we plan on operating in. So I think we're currently in phase 2 now. So the proposal submission and approval. We've gone through a little bit of the planning and research. So part of the planning and research stage, we decided on providing the output of our reflections in a creative format. So I think like an infographic and a report. So that's how we're going to be showing our outputs of our project. So we're going to be using forms, online forms, and video artifacts to gather insights and stories from other DAOs and participants. So this is our budget, our proposed budget. It's still a work in progress, so we're still trying to polish it up. So this is our budget, our estimated budget. So the main outcome is to get 50 reflections from across 30 contributors. So from other DAOs, we're going to partner with the storytellers to get insights through forms, through video files, and through one-on-one discussions or online discussions if you can. Then these stories are going to archive it in the two formats, that's infographic and the reports. Then we'll probably do some creative outputs, like some graphic design and some designs to package it all nicely. So these are still collaboration with external partners is still yet to be decided, so it's still a work in progress. Then we're still going to get some posters and some graphic designs to support the whole process. So I think that's everything. So that is the end of my presentation. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, Enfam, for your sharing. So let me
Thank you.
share in my screen. Okay, so let's move to the open discussion. So now to order down, we also love to hear your talk or your feedback about the proposal for uh, reflection down. So do you any guys here? Do you have any feedback to improve the plan of reflection down?
I don't have a feedback for DAO as such or the proposal, but I had a general suggestion, which is something I noticed. A lot of time there are a lot of PPTs that have been created, but there aren't any keywords that are highlighted. There's a lot of text that is present in front of them, and if a person wants to read them quickly, or rather if they want to if you want the audience to focus on a specific part, it would be nice to highlight certain keywords, because even for me, when I'm trying to go through these PPTs, I read a lot of text. I tend to read everything, but mostly I'm first skimming through the text, trying to get an entire gist of what the other person is trying to say. And it's possible that in that attempt I might understand something different than what is expected by the orator. So it will be really nice if people could just underline all the key points that you want the audience to understand or remember. Okay, this is the thing that I'm talking about. so that you get the entire gist. That's all.
Yes, okay. So, thank you for your sharing, Ethan. We will notice and um, also discuss further to improve. Um, yeah. And uh, do you have any question or any feedback for reflection down here? Everyone.
Reflection DAO is a very special DAO because
someone has to mute.
Reflection DAO is a very special DAO because we will involve not the external community out there, but we will need to work directly with other DAOs member to collect your insight, to collect your experiences working along the way in DEP program. So one more time, whenever speaking on behalf of Reflection DAO, we always encourage everyone in the execution phase. If any member of Reflection DAO reach out to you, please feel very free and very willing to share your experiences with us so that you can collect your insight and your experiences in the reflection. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you. And next, move to the next part. Okay, so as a sub-programs are working with each other, here's some major feedback that team will need to work to strengthen the proposal while ensuring the decentralization. So the first, about the strength. Um, the first is your proposal is strong down alignment and purpose. The proposal is deeply aligned with the reflection down vision of amplifying learning through shared human experiences. Emphasis on compassion, dignity, and authenticity strengthens the program cultural and ethical foundation. The second is this is a clear and feasible plan. The timeline is realistic, with milestone well distributed across the dev phases. Um, the use of uh, struct um, reflection collection days provide a replicable framework for future cohorts. And the last is about is the measurable outcome like 50 reflection, 30 contributor, 3 collection days make progress easy to track. Yeah, and also we also have some suggested improvement for teams to improve in the future for your proposal. The first is you need to clarify your team participation, like specify the responsibility of a supporter member to ensure everyone is actively contributing. The second is optimize the budget. Uh, please consider reducing the budget of software or tool and uh, uh, and reallocating part of the budget to creating the creative storytelling output using tool can be provided by Drive storage, something like that. And the last is about include risk management. Yeah, outline how the team will handle delays or low engagement from contributor to answer targets and meet on time. Yeah, that's some feedback from DAO facilitator that has your proposal will can be improved in the future. Yeah. Next, uh, let's move to the timeline. Yeah, we would like to thank team for your great effort and contribution with the clearly reflect in your proposal. Please take some time to review and improve your proposal based on the feedback and through discussion with your team members so you can finalize and submit them. Um, Now we will move to the timeline here, and you can see um, uh, the timeline for phase 4, proposal submission and execution, running from October 10 to December 26. The proposal submission deadline is on October 10 at 11:59 p.m. GMT +7. From October 13 to 24, we will have 2-week review and voting period. In week 1, facilitator can and checking assistant will review proposal, and team can edit and can edit between October 13 and 15. And in week 2, DAO participants will vote on the list proposal, and during the same period, from the October 13 to 24, the DAO help desk will be active for any support needed. Next, from October 27 to 31st, approved proposal will receive the first payment. It means 70%. And from November 3 to November 21st, we will team will execute the approved proposals. And running from October 10 to December 26, around December 8 to 19, we will have that execution sales meeting. The exact day will be confirmed later, and at the same time, team will prepare the proposal summary reports. And between December 22 and 26, the second payment will be released. Further detail will be shared during the execution sales meeting in December. After that, we will move into phase 5, reflection, from December 22 to January 15, 2026. And phase 6, showcase and next step, from December 22 to February 2026. Okay, so to wrap up, here are your next steps. If your group needs to adjust your proposal, please make the change by the end of day on October 15. Take time to review all the proposals within your DAO to prepare for voting between October 17 and 24. Once voting concluded, stay in touch with your DAO facilitator on Discord. Is it me and Miss Hanva, and then during the execution phase for follow-up and coordination. Yeah, and thank you so much for listening. I'm really looking forward to seeing your amazing final proposal. If you are need any support, please feel free to contact us on Discord. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So, all right. Many thanks to all DAO members for your hard work and your dedication, and to all DAO facilitators for your amazing support and guidance throughout this period. Now, I would like to invite Hui to share feedback on the onboarding phase with all of us. Okay. Can everybody see my screen? Yeah, okay, so finally we're here. So before started, I want to send a big thanks to all the DAO participants that have spent your valuable time reflecting and giving us feedbacks, both through this feedback form and in this session. This is so lovely. To be honest, it gave us encouragement on what to go any well and also actionable insights for improvement. So let's start with a quick overview of our feedback respondents. Within the onboarding phase, we are so happy to receive feedbacks and input from 25 DAO members, representing from all our DAOs in depth. And we have very broad and balanced distribution across DAOs, which give us a good sense of perspective from different teams. Okay, and within three category of ratings, first one is clear onboarding process, helpful onboarding material, and points on other helpful support. We all receive a very positive outcomes. So happy, ranging from 3 to 5 points. And surprisingly and really happy too that we have there were no points of low or extremely low certification like 1 or 0. Let's looking deeper into the written feedback. There are three main themes that emerged. First one is helpful resources. Participants appreciated our clear guides and materials. And many also mentioned that reminders are very helpful. So thank you so much for letting us know that. And we will surely continue this in the future. There are also some feedbacks about the length and complexity of the calls and process. So we also received some suggestions to improve it by simplifying it by using a simple visual map or a one-page summary. Really insightful. Thank you so much. Some question about DAO specific concerns, like how to upload via SDAO or funding things. So these things are belong to the next execution phase and also at the end of this day when you have to submit your proposal. So you can access the supporting material via Dev Docs for quick learning. And we will also address the question on the F&Q page later. So once more, thank you so much for the feedback. And we're also looking forward to more feedback in the future. Thank you so much. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so thanks a lot, Kue, for your sharing. And we have noted insightful feedback from members, and we'll work on enhancing things accordingly. And yeah, so now we're back to our last part. I will share with you all about the next milestones. So if your group need to adjust the proposal, please make the changes by the end of the day on October 15th or on October 16th. This one based on your DAO timeline. Okay, please help us to check that again. And explore proposals within your DAO to get ready for the voting period, which is on October 17th to 24th. And after voting concludes, please stay in close touch with your DAO facilitators on Discord channel during the execution phase. Yeah, and for the question you have shared in the chat, we have noted them down and we'll share the answers later if any. And yeah, so you also can check it again on Discord channel. And so now just one last thing. Please take a moment to complete the feedback poll that our team has prepared. It's very quick and we would deeply appreciate that as your input helps us improve for the next event. You can find the poll right on your screen, all right? And please kindly spare 3 minutes only to fill it out. Okay, only 3 minutes. Yeah, thank you so much. All right, so I will let you guys have time to complete the poll. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Yeah, all right. So we noted with all of the answers from the polls. Yes, so thanks a lot for your sharing. Okay, yeah, so one more time, thank you so much to all our members for being with us today. We're excited for the journey ahead and to create real impact together. Yeah, so stay connected with us on Canberra Discord channel for more updates and ongoing conversations. If you have any questions or ideas, we'd love to hear from you. We hope you'll leave this event with fresh energy, meaningful connections, and the drive to refine your projects into the most feasible and impactful proposals. Until next time, take care and see you soon. Okay, thank you and goodbye.
Bye bye.
Yeah, thank you.